who really owns TikTok? With their ownership under threat in the US, much has been said about their links to China and the ruling Communist Party.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm Singaporean.
Based in Beijing, the parent company of TikTok, ByteDance, faces scrutiny worldwide with questions about its ownership and leadership by CEO Shou Zi Chew taking center stage. But who are ByteDance? How are they funded? And is there really a connection to the Chinese Communist Party? The story of TikTok begins with ByteDance, a company founded in 2012 by Chinese entrepreneurs Jiang Yiming and Liang Rubo. Starting out in a Beijing apartment, ByteDance's first app, Tutiao, revolutionized news consumption by using artificial intelligence to deliver personalized content, something we're now very familiar with in today's world. Fast forward to 2016, and ByteDance launched Douyin, a short-form video platform tailored for the Chinese market. Within a year, ByteDance introduced TikTok in 2017 as Douyin's global counterpart. By 2018, the acquisition and merger with Musical.ly catapulted TikTok onto the world stage, securing its place as one of the world's most downloaded apps in history.
TikTok hitting one of the most exclusive milestones in the tech industry. A billion active users a month, joining the likes of Facebook and Google in reaching that mark.
Okay, so ByteDance owns TikTok, but who really owns ByteDance? As we mentioned, ByteDance was started by Chinese entrepreneurs Jiang Yiming and Liang Rubo. Their relationship stretches back to 2009, when they co-founded the real estate search engine 99fang.com. ByteDance is based in Beijing, but is incorporated in the Cayman Islands. Now, tech startups often require huge sums of money to get off the ground, and ByteDance is no exception. The company is privately held, with roughly 60% owned by global institutional investors such as BlackRock, General Atlantic, and Susquehanna International Group. The remaining shares are split evenly between the company's founders and its employees, which includes over 7,000 staff members based in the United States. For context, BlackRock, General Atlantic, and Susquehanna International Group are all headquartered in the USA, in Pennsylvania, and New York. So, where does the connection to the Chinese government come from? Well, despite the claims ByteDance is not owned or controlled by any government or state-controlled entity, an entity affiliated with the Chinese government does own 1% of a ByteDance subsidiary, Douyin Information Service Co. Limited. ByteDance say this is a common arrangement for companies operating news and information platforms in China. In addition, G42, an artificial intelligence development holding company based in Abu Dhabi, purchased a $100 million stake of shares in ByteDance in 2023, but then sold this stake just a year later due to pressure from the US. Despite ByteDance's assurances, concerns over its ties to China persist. As well as its subsidiary ownership connection, there's large concerns due to Chinese laws, such as the 2017 National Intelligence Law and the 2014 Counter-Espionage Law. The first law states that any organization or citizen shall support, assist, and cooperate with the state intelligence work in accordance with the law, adding that the state protects any individual and organization that aids it. The second law says that when the state security organ investigates and understands the situation of espionage and collects relevant evidence, the relevant organizations and individuals shall provide it truthfully and may not refuse. This has previously come to a head with tech company Huawei, with experts warning that they would have no choice but to hand over network data to the Chinese government if Beijing asked for it. And it's why in 2020, the UK government announced a ban on Huawei's 5G equipment for the UK's 5G network.
Even if it were not an arm of the Chinese government, the 2017 law requires it to take instruction from the Chinese intelligence agency.
Now, you've probably seen this man a lot in the news recently. Shou Zi Chew, a third-generation Singaporean and CEO of TikTok. Appointed in 2021, Shou Zi Chew is a Singaporean businessman with a degree in economics, a background at Goldman Sachs, and also had a stint as CFO of Xiaomi. He's become the public face of TikTok, skillfully navigating congressional hearings and addressing concerns about data security and corporate transparency.
So ByteDance is subject to the law. Now, under this law, which says shall protect national intelligence work secrets they are aware of, it compels people subject to the law to lie to protect those secrets. Is that correct?
I cannot comment on that. What I said again is that we have moved
because you
it
have
out
to
of reach
protect
to
those
this.
secrets?
No, Senator, TikTok is not available in mainland China. We have moved the data into an American cloud
TikTok
infrastructure.
is controlled by ByteDance, which is subject to this law.
Chew has consistently reiterated that TikTok operates independently of ByteDance's Chinese operations. Under his leadership, TikTok has taken significant steps to reassure governments, particularly in the US, about its commitment to data security, including Project Texas, a $1.5 billion initiative to store US data exclusively on American soil. Managed by US tech company Oracle, the project aims to ensure that TikTok's operations are fully transparent and insulated from foreign interference.
For the Chinese businesses that ByteDance owns, yes, it will be subject to this, but TikTok is not available in mainland China. And Senator, as we talked about in your office, we built Project Texas to put this out of reach.
And this is what a lot of it comes down to. Where is your data stored, and which laws would then apply to that data? There's much yet to be said about TikTok's ownership, but the rapid expanse of ByteDance has placed it at the intersection of technology and geopolitics, raising questions about digital sovereignty and data privacy. The truth about TikTok's ownership lies in a web of entrepreneurs, investors, subsidiaries, and national governments. While CEO Shou Zi Chew defends the app's independence, ByteDance's Chinese origins will keep it firmly under the microscope. And regardless of the outcome of TikTok's future ownership, this series of events is a warning to us all to take our data security more seriously as we move into an ever-increasing digital world.